Well, yes, good morning. It's Comic Artist Pro Secrets, and I'm Ethan Van Sciver, 26-year veteran of the comic book industry, world's most charming and elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man, great big Star Wars fan, trusted member of the media. So I just want to have a conversation today about what transpired last night. Last night, Lucasfilm they unveiled the Sith Trooper, another little peek at Star Wars Episode 9, which is rapidly approaching. The release date is just before Christmas. It is now mid-July. You know, we're getting there. We're gonna have to start seeing some stuff. Now, what this actually confirmed, and here is why is this? What is Pando doing here? We've got our friend, the new Sith Trooper. He's red. He looks like he got into mommy's lipstick. It is tragic. It is a tragic fashion faux pas for any stormtrooper. It'll look like freshly painted toenails. And yet, we knew this was coming. We knew it was coming because a poster was leaked about 4 months ago. And it had a lot of interesting things on it. I mean, not that interesting, but it did have some compelling things, like C-3PO holding Chewbacca's crossbow. That was vexing. That was perplexing. And then along the bottom of the poster were all of these red Sith troopers. We thought they were stormtroopers, but they're red. And I'll tell you, people with functioning brains that have not been punctured by flying, migrating birds at Disney World, if you haven't heard about that story, all of them said, why would they deny this? Why would they deny that this was an actual poster? Mark Hamill actually came out and he said, yeah, that just looks like the work of an over-enthusiastic fan. I don't think that's the real thing. Did Mark Hamill know? Did he not know? Did he lie about that? Unusual. Very, very, very unusual. You never know who's on your side in this weirdo game of soy-based SJW Disney. All right, so this is the new trooper, and again, it confirms what we already know. Lucasfilm leaks like a sieve. Okay, this was the main problem during Solo, a Star Wars story. All of this information was leaking out about the discontent on the set of that movie, about people's problems with poor Alden Ehrenreich and his miserable acting, how they wanted to replace him. All this stuff happened. Even talk about how this was going to be the very first Star Wars bomb leaked to the media from Lucasfilm. So, this just further confirms that these people, stuff does leak out, and some of it's real. I mean, some of this talk is real, and you should kind of be aware of that. Now, all right, so let's look at this, this red Sith Trooper. Now, on the one hand, this is interesting. It's a Sith Trooper. One might think that the reason why this trooper is red is to sort of match the Imperial Guards from Return of the Jedi. They're red as well. They guard the Emperor, and therefore everything should be red. You'll notice that red was used a lot for Snoke's throne room in the wretched and terrible Star Wars The Last Jedi. Red, red, red. Red equals bad guy as well. So it's kind of convenient. And if you were to ask Pablo Hidalgo, why is it that all of you guys are making all of the kind of bad guy stuff the color red? He would go, maybe you don't remember the Imperial Guards? Do you remember the Imperial Guards from Return of the Jedi? Duh. Okay, that's interesting. But it goes past this. It's not just this. Let me read this first. Let's see what this actually says. Let's see what this article says. Here we are, days before the worlds of Hollywood and geekdom unite in San Diego Comic-Con International. That's this next weekend. And there goes Lucasfilm, casually dropping the detail that Sith troopers will be arriving in Star Wars Rise of the Soy Drinkers. The next evolution of the Imperial First Order Guard was unveiled Wednesday in toy form. It's just a red stormtrooper. I don't know if I want one. I don't think I do. As described by StarWars.com and Lucasfilm's official The Star Wars Show, this new red uniform serves as a modern and more menacing look, befitting its namesake. Now, it is interesting. It is interesting, the color red at this point. It's clear that colors have symbology within Lucasfilm, and they are making a statement here, especially since, next year is right here in the United States of America, is an election. And for those of you who do not live in this country and don't understand, red is the color traditionally, that denotes Republicans. It denotes the Republican Party. So if you live in a state that traditionally votes Republican, you're known as a red state. When you see Republican bumper stickers, they're red. Conversely, Democratic states are known as blue states. Okay, there are only like a couple of those. Maybe there are 4 of those right now. There are very few of them left. Blue states, and blue is the color of the Democrat Party. It always has been, and this is just the way it is. So it's, originally when Lucasfilm started out, when the first Star Wars movie came out, this symbology was not being adhered to, really, not so much, or if it was sending different signals. Obviously, this is the George Lucas era of TIE Fighter, and you will see that it is red. The stripe on it is red. The stripes on all of them pretty much are red. That is the color of the rebellion. Whoops, that's a problematic word. Do we really want to call our good guys rebels? That has Civil War implications. It means racism. Are these people fighting for slavery? How does that make sense? Okay, so let's do something different. How interesting. Here's the Force Awakens era. Here's the Disney era TIE fighters. They're now blue. They now belong to something called the Resistance. The Resistance, which is traditionally, kind of lefty. It's kind of a lefty idea. Resisting Trump, resisting the powers that be, the current Republican administration, comes from, of course, the French resisting Vichy France, the occupation, the Nazi occupation of France, and all this stuff. But the color blue is now being applied to the good guys. Okay, so the good guys are blue, the red guys are the bad guys. Now, I think this is deliberate. And I think some questions can be brought up about the stormtroopers being changed to be red. Now. I think you can say yeah, the Imperial Guards. There's cause for this. It flows organically. It flows naturally. But I'll tell you something. There's something about the idea of like red pills versus blue milk. So blue milk. Blue X-Wings, red Sith troopers, red TIE fighters. Am I imagining things, or is a message being sent here? Am I right? Am I correct? Or am I just a paranoid Star Wars lunatic finding conspiracies under every single rock? You let me know in the comments. And also check and see if you're subscribed. Have you subscribed yet? Make sure that you're still subscribed. If not, please do subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications. Think about joining this channel. Memberships are $4.99 per month, for which you will receive access to our awesome channel-based emojis and our live streams. Your name will be prominent and green. You'll have a little soy boy sketch badge next to your name, which will change the longer that you stay a member. And you will be invited to exclusive member-only private chats where we will discuss this channel and stuff like that. And your input will be received. I will be listening to you very carefully for things that you like and things that you don't like. Thanks very much for listening, and I'll see you again later with a new video.
Join the fandom menace and execute your own Order 66 with our incredible line of t-shirts, Soylo, a Soy Wars story, Tico, a Soy Wars story, and our brand new smoking hot Soy Wars Plan 9. Make a statement today. This is the only trilogy you'll ever need. The link is below in the description.
Hey, I got a P.O. box. Want to send me some mail? Send it to Ethan Van Sciver, P.O. Box 607, Marlton, New Jersey, 08053. And I'll probably open it up on a live stream. Thanks very much, everyone. Hello, potential Indiegogo backers. Hello, friends. My name is Ethan Van Sciver. I'm a comic book creator who worked for 20 years for Marvel and DC Comics on books like Green Lantern, Flash, Superman, Batman, and X-Men. But before that, I had a comic book called Cyberfrog. Now, Cyberfrog lasted from 1993 to 1998, and then it stopped when I went to go work for DC Comics. Now I want to tell the story of where Cyberfrog has been for the last 20 years. I want to write, pencil, ink a book called Cyberfrog Blood Honey that tells the story of gigantic alien hornets that come to Earth and conquer it, sending Cyberfrog into deep hibernation, where he emerges now in the year 2018 into a completely alternate reality, a new world where these hornets have taken over, devastated humanity, using human skin to make gigantic wasp hives, and harvesting human blood to make honey to feed their young. Very few humans still exist. But it's up to Cyberfrog to save what's left of humanity and turn back the damage that's been done by these wasps with his brother Salamandroid and his friend Heather Swain. I want you to help me do this. We're going to get colors by Kyle Ritter. He's a fantastic colorist, and he's going to make this book sing. I'd like this to be a 48-page one-shot prestige format, part 1 of 4. So I'm asking you to help me launch the very first Cyberfrog Blood Honey epic graphic novel. Are you in? Will you help me? I hope so. Let's get this frog jumping again.